And we're here with the second game in the best of seven between Food Please and Splay Buzzer that is played out to determine who is the true king of Age of Empires, at least in our pleb bracket of sub 1500 ELO. And the first game was already super exciting, very back and forth. And yeah, and I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't watched it yet, it was very interesting and yeah, nice game. Now for the second game here, we're on the home map of Splay Buzzer, which is Arabia, and I think this is a good pick because Arabia typically is not the strongest map of Fuplis, at least not anymore. And in terms of civilizations, Fupli is also going for kind of meme strategy, probably. He is going for the Saracens, which are not typically a strong Arabia civilization here. Splay Buzzer, on the other hand, he is going for the Bulgarians. So I think it's pretty clear what he wants to do. He wants to go for man at arms. Bulgarians, of course, getting the man at arms upgrade for free. And so as soon as you hit feudal age, your militia will become man-at-arms. And we know that Splay Buzzer always goes for a militia. So there is no doubt in my mind that he will go for that as well. Now, Food Please, of course, as the Saracens, what can go for? I think the strongest would be to go for archers. Of course, that not only counters the man-at-arms of Splay Buzzer, but at the same time, if you look into the tech tree, you can see that the archers get extra attack against buildings. So the archers can actually be super strong in tearing down walls and defenses. That is something that Fuplis might be aware of, but I think he's picking the Saracens mainly for their market bonus. Fuplis loves his market usage, and the Saracens just have a better market than other civilizations. They pay less and get more. We got some pigs coming in on this map. It's Arabia. It's the usual stuff. You got your boars, you got your pigs, you got your berries. Although we have the yellow berries over here with the butterflies. So that is a nice touch, definitely. And in this Arabia generation, which is interesting, it's kind of like a classic Arabia because we have some of these cliffs, and we even have some small ponds with some shorefish, even though they won't play a role in this match. Unfortunately, we have some box turtles over here hiding in the reed, which you can actually chop down. I don't like the reed because you would never think that this is actually blocking your path. Because come on, what is this? Just some thin reed sticks. Now scouting here by Splay Buzzer, very nicely done. Not running into the town center. A lot of food here. A lot of villager on food for Food Please, so I think he wants to go up rather quickly. So let's look at Splay Buzzer's point of view. He is killing the scout of Food Please who wanted to pick off the villager and didn't accomplish that. And again, look at this. Food Please being behind by one villager again. Did he just not produce? And Fupli says he's giving Splay Buzzer a chance. I think this is just way too cocky of Fupli to say something like that. I don't like that at all. But what I also don't like is this messy food economy here of Splay Buzzer. He has 3 pigs rotting underneath the town center, and he's only taking from the boar. I think he could just distribute this a little bit better just to make use of the pigs a little bit more. One pig already has rotted away completely. And let's see who will get up to the next age the fastest. Doesn't look like it's gonna be Splay Buzzer. He doesn't have any food. I think he was maybe too occupied with killing the scout. I think that's an advantage here for Food Please, maybe? No, he also doesn't have the food. I don't know. And he did a very bad boar lure. Maybe he even lost a villager to the boar. Maybe that's what happened. But we have a 2 militia drush, kind of like new age drush that you would get if you don't mine any gold. You just have enough to afford loom and to get these 2 militia out. And we don't see a barracks yet here for Splay Buzzer, and this is also no surprise because he only has 2 on wood, and that's just not enough. I think Splay Buzzer really fumbling a little bit with the build order. Now finally he is he's getting loom, and he's also going for the next age, now getting a second lumber camp. The militia will come in, but it's only 2 militia, so if Splay Buzzer is careful, they shouldn't be able to kill any villagers. However, they will be annoying and distracting. And let's see if Splay Buzzer or Fooplease notices that they found found their opponent here, but Fooplease ignoring the woodline for now. He is looking for the berries, I think. And berries always a good target because there's not too many villages there. And I think this should be very annoying here for Splay Buzzer. This villager should not go down if Splay Buzzer reacts. And indeed he does, but this can be just so painful all the time, having to react, having to retask your villagers, attacking this militia. And I think this villager needs to go back, and she might actually go down. I think that Splay Buzzer, yes, he is kind of blocking the way of the militia. Now he's he's doing some weird walls over here. That doesn't make much sense. And the rush is already super effective, if I'm honest. Now the town center gets some nice shots in. No crazy snipes this time, and now the militia are in the wood line. But I think slowly their health is dwindling. But still, another villager like walking in the wrong direction, and this is what you hate to see. Like your villagers are getting attacked, and instead of walking towards your town set, they walk away from it and don't pay attention for a short while, and it's already pretty bad. But now the militia are quite low. There are some men-at-arms coming out here from Splay Buzzer who just didn't have the goal to produce more. Yeah, and this is just not very clean, not very focused. This is not what you would like to see, but still 2 men-at-arms better than 2 militia. But it's also quite late. Fupi of course, still in the Dark Age. But he should reach the Feudal Age soon, and then he will just go for archers, I presume. And then those 2 militia or those 2 men-at-arms should not be a big problem. At the same time, Fupli's militia are still here. They're still hanging out on this hill. And maybe if a weak villager wanders forward, then those militia can come back to haunt Splay Buzzer. And now we have a pause here from Food Please, not even from Splay Buzzer. You would think Splay Buzzer does the pausing, but no, he does not. And now the militia are just attacking the house over here. Of course, infantry quite good against buildings, but still, it's only 2 militia, so it's easy to, or 2 men-at-arms even. So it's easy to just repair the house in time. These 2 militia just still hanging out over here, not doing anything, just enjoying the scenery. I mean, we've got ibex mixed in with deer. Is that normal? Is that supposed to happen? I thought it was only ever either or. And it seems like we're getting towers from Splay Buzzer, so he is really disrespecting his opponent, and he wants to go for what is he even doing? What is this villager doing? Come on, Splay Buzzer. What is this villager doing? Like, is he just running in? I don't know. What? This is ridiculous. This is just disrespectful. You cannot. This is a series best of 7, and you cannot play like this. Especially also since this villager actually has gold in his hand, and this is just a really bad play here from Splay Buzzer. He loses his men-at-arms, and he will lose the scout, and he will lose the villagers, and now there's this awkward tower all the way in the back. I know that Splay Buzzer wants to deny the gold, I guess, because this is the main gold here of Food Please, and so he has to first put a tower over here, but I don't really like this. Especially like losing your villager, losing your men-at-arms. I mean, okay, at least Splay Buzzer is able to kill one of the archers, so he can like reduce the pressure a little bit. But if Food Please saw any of this, he should just check it out. But I think he would not think that Splay Buzzer would put a tower there, which is super weird. Also, Splay Buzzer should not show the tower yet. First, he should wall it in and then drop down the second tower. At the same time, we've got some walls coming up here, and these militia could come back into play. Splaybuzz are also adding some archers here, so Splaybuzz are all over the place. But at the same time, Splaybuzz is still ahead in villages. What is Wooplease doing all these times? It's weird. It's super weird. He's just never able to keep up with villager production. And Splaybuzzer, why are you not finishing this wall? And yes, and you also need to put a palisade there. It's absolutely crucial that you put a palisade there. And this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Why not put a tower behind the wood line to at least do something here? At the same time, archers are on the field for Fuklis. He has fletching, which is good, and I presume that Flaybuzzer does not have fletching. Of course, he doesn't have fletching. He's not really getting the upgrades that he needs. He's really sloppy in that regard. And so I think the archers of Fuklis are just much better. Now we see some laming, so I like this a little bit more. Although it won't be completed, I think. The wall won't be completed, but it still will be annoying. And then this villager can just retreat back to the tower once the archers come in, which they are doing now. But I think that Splay Buzzer won't be in time, and I think the archers will just kill that villager. No, they're bumping into each other. But I think that also this villager cannot hide in the tower. And now, now Spoopies will see the tower and he will be confused. He will be like, why is there a tower there? This does not make any sense, but still, it distracts his archers. Yeah, and the archers and the tower also got a few hits in, and we still have these two villages in the back, and I think we need another tower denying the gold over here. Otherwise, this whole endeavor was entirely pointless. Splaybuzzer still not having fletching. Sometimes it's worth it to delay fletching to go up to the next stage and instead go for like a skirmisher or two. But if you have this many archers, you really need fletching. There's no way about that. Fukli's much better with the upgrades. He's now also going for the defense upgrade, and also he has some scouts out, so he has a much better army. He can attack many places, be mobile, and the archers saw the scouts. So this is good for Splaybuster. He's actually aware of what's coming in, but at the same time, we have some laming, of course. The Ibex needs to die, and archers coming in from the other side. And now the scouts are in, and there's nothing here. Like one archer without fletching and a few villagers. Of course, the scouts should still die to the villagers, but there's a lot of damage done over here, and the militia are super valuable here. So quickly these palisades go down, and there's just some weak villagers, and one might be picked off, but no, she just about gets away. But that's a lot of pressure coming in here from Fupis. And what are these villagers doing? Where are they going? Where are these villagers going? This is a disaster for Splay Buzzer. Where are his archers? I don't see them. I don't like. Wow, they're moving forward. He wants to do a counterattack, and this could actually be rather strong, but he also has to deal with this, especially with the villages. Not all villages fit into his town center. Now finally his archers attack over here. He also has the upgrades, and the militia might finally die. No, still one militia alive. These archers, they need to camp here on the goal. They need to find some damage right now, because this is a disaster economy here for Splay Buzzer. None of his villagers are working. This is a disaster. Fuklis, meanwhile, on the way up to the Castle Age. Now, finally, the archers of Splay Buzzer finding some super nice kills. So this is exactly what he needed. But I feel like this is a little bit late. And also, it's a little bit inconsequential. He also needs to defend from this. He's able to pick off a few villagers or a few of the archers over here. I think not all archers are engaging, so this lone archer actually can do quite a bit. And he would need another skirmisher, and the scouts are back, and the scouts will find another kill maybe. No, the scouts finally go down. But look at this, 15 idle villagers inside of the town center. This is just devastating. Meanwhile, Fuklis on the way up to the next age. More laming over here, but more villagers also going down. I think not quite. So Splaybuzzer still could be in this game if his villagers start to work again. He really needs to clear up these archers and go up to the next age. Otherwise, he will be in trouble because the knights will come out. We know that Fupri's always goes for knights. He loves his knights, and why wouldn't he? It's the strongest unit in Castle Age in general. Um, or let's say strongest standalone unit in Castle Age. And so going for knights is never really wrong. But now we have a skirmisher and archer army, and that's very nice for Splay Buzzer actually that he forced Fuplis to go into skirmishes here. He can even retreat with his archers. He finally has his economy back working. But this was a disastrous attack, and luckily for Splay Buzzer, he is way ahead in terms of villages because he was able to kill quite a lot here. He was also super annoying with laming, and I'm not sure if his villagers are still alive. Yes, they are still alive. They're gonna chop some wood over here. They might even take the swordfish at some point. If the game goes long enough, and maybe I spoke too soon, maybe this swordfish will come into play. And what are those wood lines? This is just one lumber camp too much. I mean, look at this. The villagers are not even working because it's too many lumber camps for just a few bamboo trees. So I don't really like that. And now the knights are coming out. And if the knights ever find this, it's game over. Or find this, or find this. This is a disaster for Splaybuzzer. He's just spread himself too thin. Splaybuzzer, of course, now on the way to the next age. He realizes that he is vulnerable. So vulnerable here. And he needs to wall himself in at this point. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's getting another stable. Now he needs to garrison his TC, not just with one villager, maybe more than one villager. Otherwise, the town center doesn't do anything against these knights. The knights already have +1 attack. And so you really need more than one village garrison at a time. This is just something that Splaybuzzer is refusing to do. Like, he's refusing to garrison more than one villager unless he garrisons all of them. And now this is scary because besides the knights, we also have archers and skirmishers. So spearmen are not the answer. And I feel like these two villages, they're dead. You probably can't save them. And no villager in the town center. Are you kidding me? No, there's one villager in the town center. So town center does one arrow with 5 +1 attack. Great job there by Splaybuzzer in not really doing anything to that. At the same time, there's no more pressure coming in here from Splaybuzzer. I think a tower here would have been so helpful. He was camping on this gold, a tower here, and Fuplis is in trouble, but instead he didn't go for that. Instead, he's defending at home or trying to defend at home, but no villagers in the town center. Why are there no villagers in the town center? Now there's 3 villagers in the town center. These archers were able to camp directly underneath the TC. And now we have a second TC coming up, sneak TC from Splaybuzzer, who has to flee. And again, Fuplis just does one strategy and one strategy only, and that is just go for knights every game and just never stop and just hope that it's enough. And usually it is enough because your opponent has archers, and nothing else. Still, Splaybuzzer in the economy lead. I mean, we're used to that. We know that Fuplis never has any economy really. Now finally a knight getting shot down, but look at how bad Town Center is at dealing with the knights. Like, not hitting shit, even though knights are bigger than militia, not able to hit the knights, but they are Town Center is certainly able to hit the militia. And now the mangonel is coming forward, the siege is coming forward, also monastery. This is exactly the type of push you need. You need the knights, siege, and monks, the 3 power units in the Castle Age, and Splaybuzzer just has to abandon this area, but he should a few villagers back here just to garrison the town center. Otherwise, Splaybuzzer might notice, but Splaybuzzer might notice or Fuplis might notice, but Fuplis anyways knows about this now because he has dropped a ballsy mining camp underneath the town center of Splaybuzzer, and Splaybuzzer could just deny this, but he is not. And we really need another tower. We need another attack coming in from Splaybuzzer who is just on the run. And now we have again Spearman. Spearman! Why only Spearman? 3 military for Splay Buzzer, 3 Spearmen doing absolutely nothing at all. And once Fooplies realizes what's going on here, it's gonna be a disaster. And why is Splay Buzzer not garrisoning? Like, surely he could just garrison and at least kill a few villages here. And yeah, finally, but you can see town centers, of course, not hitting anything. Now, finally, 2 villages go down. Stone being mined down here. This town center, of course, will be destroyed. And so it's not worth it to produce from this anymore. And then once this town center is down, Fupis can focus on the next town centers here. And I think that Splaybuster just needs an answer. He needs something. He needs a counterattack. I mean, deny the goal. Look at this. I mean, it's terrible in anyways. But Fuplis has very low economy, although he is catching up quite a bit because he's also able to kill the villagers here from Splay Buzzer. And yeah, we even get monks out. The monks are gonna convert stuff. And yeah, it's just not looking good. And all that Splay Buzzer has is some pesky spearman with the armor upgrade, and that's it. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this game plan from Splay Buzzer? He's not gonna win like that. Now, I think what he could do here is go for crab posts, and then with the crab post he can defend, and then even try to go for conics to push this back. Conics, a very strong cavalry unit. You can make them from the crab post. This could bring Splay Buzzer back into the game, but I think the Spearman is just losing play. He only has a little bit of gold access here. These villagers need to be saved. Fupli now doing the right thing. He is just going for these outposts. Outposts are very important in these games because you want to see where your opponent is. And if he creeps a little bit over here, you should be able to see that Splay Buzzer is taking the stone, although he will basically mine out the stone entirely soon. And the force is coming in. Let's see if Splay Buzzer can deal with this. But again, it's first of all, it's just Spearmen, and the Spearmen are not doing anything. Like, they're just attacking. They will maybe kill one mangonel. Maybe, yes, they're killing one mangonel, and that is it. And that's the entire army of Splay Buzzer. Spearmen suck. Spearmen are the worst unit in the entire. Oh no, it's not the worst unit, maybe, but it's really bad in these type of situations, especially if you don't have the upgrades. And the Saracens, yeah, not the best pick for Arabia, maybe, but it does the job. In Castle Age, they have everything you need. They have the nice market bonus, and so overall, that's very nice. Now, finally, a castle, a very defensive castle in the back over here for Splay Buzzer, but he has to leave again, and he's just on the run the entire game. Yes, he has more villages, but the villages are not really working. They're not really doing much, and so this is a disaster. Now, this stone is gone, and at the same time, Fuplis is saying, well, then I'm gonna take your economy, your gold mines, your farms. Splay Buzzer should even try to delete these farms if he thinks about that. And still no counterattack, nothing. I mean, we have these two just happily chopping away over here, but they're not going to do much. We see, what is this outpost? Like, Splay Buzzer, this 5 stone wasted for this outpost. You already have an outpost here, and this is the edge of the map. Splay Buzzer is fumbling and panicking, now going defensive crab post close to the border of the map. And yeah, but you need military, you need something. Now, in terms of villagers, it's dead even, but Spookies has 80 military, he has knights, he has monks, he has mangonels. I mean, the crab post will help defending here at least. Will do a little bit of damage to this knight, of course. Yeah, even able to kill a knight. I'm surprised. Usually these crab posts don't do much, but in this case, actually doing a lot. And yeah, doing some nice damage here to the army of Fukui. So nice deterrent, but still, this is a losing situation. There is no gold back here. There's a little bit of stone, a little bit of food, but there's no gold, nothing, no resources in this back corner either, which is a little bit unlucky. But yeah, Splay Buzzer has no gold access at all, and he doesn't seem like he will get gold access. And Fukui just goes to him and I think that will be GG. I mean, he doesn't get Cavalier as Saracen, so that's why I question the pick a little bit. Splay Buzzer going for these weird output. Like, look at this. Like, this is just too many outposts. It's enough to like put one here and then put the next one here, maybe. But this is just weird stuff from Splay Buzzer. Like, who is this player? He used to be so dominant, and he is still very good. I mean, he could have won this game easily, but he's just fumbling. He's just not sure what he can do against the constant castle age pressure. And this is just, you know what's coming. You know that Fuplis is going to do this. This is no surprise. Everyone knew that this was coming, but still, Splaybars are just not reacting. Splaybars doesn't have gold. Splaybars doesn't have any army. He has one military. I don't know what he's even producing right now. Just a few villagers. Yeah, he's now getting a relic, so at least he will get a small trickle of gold coming in. But still, it's just not gonna be enough, I feel like. And yeah, and now I think he wants to go here with the Krepos, but there's a castle, and Fuplis is an imp. Um, and so I think this is just a disaster, and Splay just has to go for the GG. Um, there's just no other way to put it. There's even a knight coming out here from Fuplis, and Fuplis will just find more villager kills. I don't know. It was the Krepos was the knight, I feel like. And Fuplis is an imp. I think Playbuzzer should just call the GG right here, right now. There's no way that he's coming back into this game. And yeah, Playbuzzer again had the idea, but he has had a weird strategy, like this two men-at-arms forward, villager running underneath the town center, weird tower back here. He had a nice archer rate on the goal, but at the same time, his whole economy was idle, and I think that gave Fupis the win, and there's just no coming back from here. Fupis is an imp. Playbuzzer doesn't have gold. Playbuzzer has less villagers. Oh well, he has one villager now. So Fupis is really not booming that much, but he doesn't need to boom. There's nothing he needs to do really here. And the first trap is out, and I think that is the beginning of the end here. The Saracens, I mean, they don't get Cavalier, but they get the armor upgrades and everything. So yeah, and there is the GG from Splay Buzzer, and the second game goes to Food Please as well. What is Splay Buzzer doing? He clearly has the skill, he has the position in the game, but then he just throws it away, and we have some banter in the chat. Too rusty, Splay Buzzer says, and indeed, that's what it feels like. And this was game number 2 in the best of 7, or maybe should I say, play all 4 in this series over here. And so I am excited for the third game, and I hope that Splay Buzzer can up his level and do something in the third game.